Alrighty then, we're ready to do this, guys. We're ready for Nintendo, and above all else, I'm ready to go ahead and try out this demo. I've been itching to do this for a good minute, and I wish I had my chat up, because I totally forgot to do that, because I'm a noob. So that way I can talk to y'all. Come on, chat. Chat box. It's my genuine chat box. Make sure everything's working properly before I shut down some menu stuff. Let's go. It's time. I've been waiting for far too long. I got something else.
We are born of two universes, each of them imperfect, each afflicted with the cancer of organic life. From their ruins, a new universe shall be forged in the fire of the stones of reality and space. All life remade in our image, in steel, free from the sins of the flesh. We are Ultron Sigma. We
Ultron
are
Sigma.
Your God.
Captain American's shield. I feel like not that move after. Striders, yep. Strider from the first one.
Captain America, our teams are in position. The enemy's forces are massing at the palace gates.
Then let's not keep them waiting. Heroes, move out! I'll lend you my shield anytime.
With us together, this'll be a sin.
Ready. Fight!
Okay, score a hit with the square button and keep tapping to execute auto combo. For more information on the game controls, pretty easy, yo. Too easy.
Stars and stripes, deal flash. Out top, danger.
That's roughly a little bit too easy when auto combo. They're like saying her was horrible, but it's not so much her. I think it's mainly because the nose of hers for some reason. Desperate attempt to make her look Asian. I think because of the nose for some reason
Captain
it makes
Marvel?
it look weird.
Shall we?
To quit, do you?
Here they come.
Ready. Fight.
Let's go.
First attack. Good.
I won't let up on you.
Oops. So it's nice to see that you can keep doing and using that. shit.
Move on, Black!
Let me see, let me see, let me see. No, I don't have, okay, no. Wait. Okay, there we go. Command list, okay, here we go.
Gonna feel this! Power Buster!
There we go.
Ready for round 3? Different streets, same fight.
Doctor Strange!
It's kind of sad though that, you know,
Heroes of both
Captain Marvel and
dimensions.
Sandra, they're the
Welcome to
only
ours.
females in the whole entire game.
The Prince of Asgard has come home. Go, show him what we've made of you.
Vengeance for Asgard! Sir Arthur, not bad for one so small.
And you, Thor, are indeed mighty for a heathen god. What's this? Fresh fodder!
No, stay your lance! My people, what has become of them?
Thor.
No need to panic, big guy. They're just taking a nap. They'll be fine. Eventually.
Stark? Spencer?
Nice weapon, Lance, a little. Compensating for something?
Only your foolishness, Iron Man.
Ha ha! I like him!
How they all of a sudden becoming buddies? Okay, so like this, R1 is to switch, L1 is for your special ability, your stone.
Fight!
Ah. Ah, can't get it. There's a way. I messed that one up. There we go.
Awesome!
7-6. 8-6. 9-6. Come on, Hawkeye. Man, this is getting embarrassing. Let's call it a tie.
Yo, Dante. Out of ammo. Can the ladies come out to play?
For you, Rocket, anything. Be good.
What is with this weird bromance that everybody's having with each other?
Ivory? Care to dance?
Ready. Fight!
Easy win!
Okay, it's pretty.
Power turn it, man! Jackpot!
So they kept that move.
Damn, these things are like cockroaches. Have care, Commander Redfield. These were once my people.
Calling everybody by their
Even
first
now,
name.
they fight well.
This was my home too, Thor. Ultron Sigma's going to pay for what he's done.
Let's go. Thor and X.
Ready. Fight!
Withdraw now.
What's the assist button? That was remotely a little bit too easy. I get that it's just a story mode.
I swear I will release you from Ultron Sigma's grasp, or die trying.
What did he expect though?
Where's Dr. Strange?
Captain?
Doctor, can you get us in?
The convergence has left Asgard's magic weakened. We can breach the prison's walls from here.
Good. Commander Redfield. Chris, you ready? I'll take that as a yes.
This captain looked pretty good.
This prisoner better have the answers we need. He will. He has to. Or this is the end.
Doctor?
Do you feel it? This psychic maelstrom of torment and despair.
Yeah, it sucks.
Every prison's the same.
Yeah, done a lot of hard time, huh?
No. But I've put a lot of punks like you away.
Hmm?
Halt!
This shit look good, real good right here.
can't let them sound the alarm. Take them down!
So much for the secret mission.
Ready. Fight!
I'm Rocket and I totally own you.
Yeah, pretty much I'm worried, that's the only thing I'm worried about for this game. You can practically... Or at least it's like easy.
Yes! This is it.
Oh no. Nah, bad idea.
Rocket, what is it?
Seriously? You know who this is, right? Doc, back me up here.
Commander.
We've got a job to do. We're not leaving without him.
We can't hold these guys off forever.
Redfield knows what he's doing.
They're a small team. Agile. They'll get the job done.
Cap, this is Hawkeye. We're out of time. He's coming.
You see Ultron Sigma?
I've got a clear shot.
Take it. All teams, engage! Go, go, go!
Yo, they gave us a glimpse of the trying to fight him. Lee. Right now, it feels really good. My only thing is I'm worried that it might be a little too easy for people. So like the game might be too easy, so it might lose some of the goodness of it. That like how what Modern 2 made it good. You know, it wasn't too easy, but at the same time it wasn't too hard. But you saw when the pros got a hold of it, they was able to do some crazy stuff with it.
You still dare challenge us, Prince of Asgard?
You shall pay for what you've done to my people. Spencer, with me!
Pretty much try it yourself. That's the main thing I want to say. Try it yourself, because this is what this demo's for. It's mainly to get us to try it out. Because like it is the auto combo, you can do an auto combo with just tapping the square button.
I shall remove you from that throne, villain!
Even though you got all four of your buttons to be different moves, from the light to the heavy moves, it's still relatively easy, and it's easy to do a special move. Yeah. See this. I didn't even think that was gonna work. Yeah, I'm so hyped for that new Dragon Ball Z game. Oh my goodness, I just can't tell you how much I have. Oh Lord. Where's this thing gonna end? That wasn't right. See, I was able to protect myself so easily. It's like moves that are supposed to be unsafe are gonna be safe now. Okay, now I wasn't ready for that one. Okay, I think I was supposed to lose that one, but because I wasn't expecting that. So that's my goal. I want to beat him. Yeah, that was part of the story. They wanted me to lose.
How powerless you truly are. Not for your people, Thor. They have achieved perfection. And soon, you shall be their prince once more.
I appreciate it so much.
Commander Redfield, did you have something to add? Some great insight?
You're going down, Ultron Sigma.
That's it. Some banal cliche. It's fitting that those would be your final words.
I'm glad there's no demo for that one. I've been all over that one.
Doctor, get us out of here! With pleasure, Captain.
Good.
And I feel like this is like the ultimate villain for any Marvel game. See, I already got my pre-order down, so I'm not even really worried about relatively getting anything right, pre-ordering it right here. The Dragon Ball Z is getting a closed beta? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh my goodness, that will hype me up a little bit too much. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna try to go ahead and go through some of the moves. We're gonna see if we can skip through and hit some of the moves. Cause like it is, I know for a fact what it did was with the auto combo, they making attacks be like lighter. They're gonna do less damage versus trying to do them normally.
I'll lend you
still,
my
I feel like it's
shield
gonna be
anytime.
very difficult to deal with. Because most
be a
people can
sin.
easily just button mash their way through this.
Ready. Fight.
All right, let's see captains. Okay. Oh, okay, these are the unique moves. Okay, I was about to say, I think they made all the specials easy now. Yeah. You still gotta do it normally. That's good. That's good to know.
Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Yeah.
There we go. Alright, if you want to launch, it's down and triangle. And then you can just easily chase after them with that. Like that. We'll just go ahead and get that one out the way. Boy, you telling me that? Oh man, I'm really hyped. I'm sorry. I'm really hyped for that then. Mainly because of the fact, you know, like it is with the betas, for me when it comes to betas are no more but teasers. You only get to play it for a certain amount of time. That gaming game, what's good, bro? But yeah, with
Ready.
I like demos more than I like betas. Mainly because of the fact, you know, with demos, you get to keep them and keep playing them until the game is released. Whereas you try to play with a beta, you only got a certain time, you got a time limit or whatever, time of day, and then after that date is done, you have to wait until the game's pretty much released before you can even play it again. Unless it's like those free-to-play games, which then after they're done with the beta, they can go straight into the open beta, and then after the open beta, it's the release. So let's see Captain Marvel's moves. She got a smash hook. Yep. Demos are always gonna be greater. So, smash towards. That is true. That is true. I won't lie about that. You are definitely right about that. They do usually have more. And like it is, you are able to play online than a demo would. But like it is, that's one problem. You only are able to play online. Got a proton. Okay, I think she got an air throw.
Fight!
Oh no. Okay, that's it. Okay, so based off of where you're aiming at, she's gonna dive bomb somewhere else. Okay. Oh, it kind of picked up too. Yep, it picks up. Okay, you can follow off on that. Yeah, she got that's a little sliding one. Let me see. Oops, that's not what I want. And like it is, she has flight and takeoff. Okay.
Absorber! Photon absorber! Absorber! Photon absorber! Absorber!
Trying to. Okay. Okay, Chun-Li's got a dash. Chun-Li's, you downloading this demo right now? Go ahead. There he goes. There he goes. She got a dash, y'all. Oh snap. Okay. How you doing? No, level 3. Give me a second, guys. Oh, okay. So it's down quarter circus back. With the light punch and the heavy punch.
I'll do everything I've got! Nice!
Ah, no, my brother would get hyped on that. Whoops. Cause I won't lie, Captain Marvel got a cute face. Chun-Li got her thickness. Don't nobody ever deny that. There you go. That thickness. It is still there, guys.
Ready for round 3? Different streets, same fight.
Yeah, they won't let me skip this part. Alright, now we can skip it. They really do. They really do. And even though some people don't like the coloring in this game, I actually like it. It looks pretty good for what it is and all the characters they're bringing in. Because some characters look very cartoonish as can be, and some don't. Some try to look more realistic than others. Okay, what's his move? I know I was doing one. Got straight heavy, mighty spark. Okay, okay. So you gotta hit it twice. I never could figure it out. There we go. I know some of the pros who are way better than me. I know they love Arthur because he was just a beast when it came to you doing that. I wish I knew how to assist though. I don't know if we even have an assist button. Trying to. There you go, got air throws. Okay, that's normal. That's at level 1. Which one are you trying to get it from? Are you trying to get it from the Xbox or the PlayStation 4? Or are you trying to get it on PC? Because I don't know how to get it on PC. I think you gotta go to Steam for that one. But mainly what you want to do, you want to try going to the demo at the store. Go to the demo store. It should be like the very first thing that pops up. Especially if you're on the PlayStation 4. I'm playing on the PlayStation 4 right now.
Come on, Hawkeye. Man, this is getting embarrassing.
Yeah, try going to the demo store. That's where I got mine at.
Let's call it.
On Xbox, I think it's gonna be the same thing. I haven't tried yet on my Xbox One, but yeah, you should easily just go over to the store and then go to where they have all the demos at, and then it should be there. As for Steam, I'm not sure. I did not check on Steam yet. Okay, there's the one I want to be, because I definitely want to learn. Because Rocket, he has Groot gonna be assisting him multiple times. Yeah, group smash, group splitter. You got rocket skates. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Hang on, I gotta try the rocket skate. Oh, okay, you can follow up with Groot. I can see that now. God. Tails! Oh my goodness! He busts out with it. That is awesome. There we go. No demo for PC? Oh man, that's so messed up. You can still do that move. That's good to know.
And finish! Wonderful!
Alright, it's getting close to so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go over to the IGN
these
lab
things are like
so I can
cockroaches.
watch it from there. And we're gonna hop on that. I'm gonna hop back on as soon as Nick's done.
These were once my people. Even now they fight well.
Alright, go ahead and check that out.
This was my home too, Thor.
Well, keep playing a little bit. I want to try X one more time. See, I know that everybody's saying that this game, like, roster is bare bone. It is too bland.
Fight!
Let me see. Oh no. Okay. It can be charged, okay. problem with these clowns. Okay. Oh, so it charged you no matter what, because I was pressing backwards and it was okay. So with the time stone, no matter what, it's gonna charge you in front of your opponent.
I swear, I will
and
release
should
you from
hopefully go
Ultron
over there
Sigma's grasp.
if you're close enough.
Die trying.
So that's one thing to do. Go ahead and know about the time stone. If you're gonna try to use it for backdash,
Where's
go ahead and
Dr.
get that out of
Strange?
your system because you're not gonna be able to
Captain?
do it. Alright, hopefully the because I'm gonna be watching the Nintendo Direct from IGN or YouTube, whichever ones that's gonna let me do it.
We can't let them sound the alarm. Take them down.
So much for the secret mission.
Ready. Fight.
Give up. Watch the raccoon.
I want to learn. Oh, you can shoot more. Okay. Okay. You can shoot. You can actually shoot more. Oh, I know who Chris G's gonna be using. Okay, maybe it will take you over to the other side. I gotta test that out some more. I'm gonna do a whole lot of testing and I'm gonna come back and tell you guys on YouTube about it.
Oh no. Nah, bad idea.
Rocket, what is it?
Seriously? You know who this is, right? Doc, back me up here.
Commander.
We've got a job to do.
Yep. I'm ready
We're
to see
not
how they're
leaving
gonna
without
change
him.
him up in this game. Because he used to be weird in Marvel vs. Capcom.
We can't hold these guys
So I
off
cannot wait to see what they're
Redfield
gonna
knows
do
what
here.
he's doing.
Alright, so let's go ahead and go through this and go ahead and see if we can get to watch the live stream of Nintendo. I know everybody's getting ready for it.
I shall remove you
Final
from that
presentation,
throat,
everybody's
villain.
going nuts.
Fools, our will is law. We will destroy you.
Ready. Fight.
No, not this same mess again! Ah! And look, if they play like this during the arcade mode, if he plays like that, it's gonna be rough. Oh, there we go.
Control that you now you'll see. Face our overwhelming power.
Too much at stake.
Mighty North Wind!
Where you couldn't block it? Oh my goodness. He's so good with it.
Face our overwhelming power. Let's go. Ready for this?
I pressed it wrong. I pressed it badly. Right.
Let's go! Blow! Mighty North Wind!
I don't know who's yeah, really.
Pitiful. Do you see now how powerless you truly are? Not for your people, Thor.
Alright, and that's it. For now. You gotta go to IGN, that's right. I'm just hoping that they're gonna be working. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't watch it. Oh, hang on. Here's what we'll do. Let's just hope this doesn't mess up. There we go. All right. How funny is I'm watching I'm watching a whole different game company using a different game system.
As an Indian. This new kid puts me to shame. Rip these guys a new asshole, new kid.
Phone destroyer!
Okay, let's do this.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping. I'm watching.
We will adapt and overcome.
No heroes allowed.
that you knocks me out.
Beyond good and evil. Oh my goodness.
Bon appetito.
Let's see what we've got.
Making sure that I'm actually watching that.
Joining me now to break down all the news, Daniel Krupa, Miranda Sanchez, and Brian Altano. Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
What was the big takeaway from Ubisoft this year? Do we think it was Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Yes, by the screaming in the room. It absolutely was.
The screaming and the tears in the room.
Lots of tears. Yeah, there were tears.
All round. Yeah, how did that trailer strike you?
Well, it's gorgeous, but it's also a trailer. So it's just like, man, cinematic trailers are great, but at the same time, it's a little scary because it's like, okay, we didn't see anything of the actual game, so it's like, how far is this off? Like, but the fact that we know it exists, that it's in development, that we have an idea of what it is good news. So
the more I think about it, the more I'm
that is a
confused
big
by the
hype.
fact
But
that it's
that's
a
also my worry
prequel
too,
that
because
takes
there was a
place
lot of
way
games
before the
that
original
was
game,
shown off
but
on
also has a
E3
2 in the
before,
title.
but
There needs
at
to
the
be
same
some sort of like
time,
universal
they kinda quit on
numbering
them.
standard labeling system
Like
for
Scalebound.
sequels,
I was
prequels,
hoping for that
half
game, but then they
sequels,
got rid of it.
prequel to sequels. It's a bit much. That said, like Miranda said, this is an incredibly gorgeous tone piece, trailer, whatever we want to call it. And it's giving us a great idea of what the art direction is going to look like. This sort of nightmare animal cyberpunk thing that they're going with is fantastic. It's got that gritty futurism going on. I'm super into it. I just don't know how it'll play.
They maybe missed an opportunity to call it Before Good and Evil.
That's a really good title.
You should consult me.
I think it's
still years away. Yeah, it's true. Cooper, what do you think?
I think it's really impressive, and I think it's a kind of an announcement that appeals to people who have fond memories of the original.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of time to convince people who have no association with that franchise. I think this was a nice thing to finish on to appeal to people who love that series and have been wanting it for so long.
Definitely gonna be darker.
It is a pretty old game. The original's a pretty old game.
15 years.
I saw someone say Ubisoft just announced a sequel to a 13-year-old game that nobody
Here's
bought.
what we'll do.
Yeah, maybe a little cynical way to look at it, but like, it is true.
Don't you quit on me. Now we keep it big. Oh, come on. Thank you so very much, IGN. All right, let's see if we can get it from here. YouTube, don't fail me now. Let's see if we can watch it on GameSpot.
Let's
GameSpot
suppose that you're writing a
is not
really
bad,
important
but at the
email
same
to a
time, I know
colleague.
they have some weird stuff going on in there.
With Zelda, they showed that they can do a massive world on the Switch, so people who like Xenoblade must be even more excited.
See, you can't even hear it.
Did you guys play Xenoblade Chronicles or X?
I did not, but former GameSpot staff member Mark Walton did, and I was talking to him about it once, and he was just like, yeah, that game's awesome. And it was always one of the games that I kind of meant to get around to, but I think by that point my
Yeah, I'm gonna crank it up for y'all just so I can
in
hear
the corner
him.
of the cupboard, not plugged in, completely unloved. So I'm excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, Pete Brown, our reviews director, won't stop recommending that franchise to me all the time.
Yeah, I always get it recommended to me. I was in the same boat where my Wii U, by the time I would have been getting around to it, was unplugged and not really in a lot of use. Kind of using my 3DS a lot more at that point. So I'm excited because I have my Switch with me always. Like I'm really excited for these fan favorite games to make it to a console that people really like.
Well, and having those big experiences on a handheld platform and not having to be stuck in front of your TV, like that's so much nicer. I could never sit in front of my Wii U for that long.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, you were talking about, well, this isn't Nintendo related, but Monster Hunter World was shown at Sony last night, and then afterward you got that email saying it's what, Xbox One?
It's Xbox One and PC as well.
Yeah, so you no longer have to stick to your 3DS. Not on the Switch though.
But no, there is that. Is
there's
it?
a Monster Hunter.
There is another
There's a
Monster
different
Hunter
one,
that's coming out on Switch.
So we have Monster Hunter Generations, which
right.
Probably, I mean, especially after seeing Monster Hunter World, it's a little bit disappointing because like this is the Monster Hunter that looks so good. Monster Hunter World.
I thought that demo was bad though.
You're bad.
That was a bad demo. Like,
what?
It's far too long. Like, this is.
I want to see less of this game. I wish they would stop showing it. I want to. Seeing so many things going on. I hate it. I'm Mike Mahardy.
Putting words in my mouth. All right, Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yes.
Anything on that today?
It's a Musou game.
So I actually really like Musou games, and I like Fire Emblem. So I'd be interested to see kind of what's going on with that.
You can kind of imagine what any Warriors game would be.
Yeah, you don't really need to see it. That's the thing. Is like, so I would rather.
No, I mean, it's not
I would rather they take time to show something else
Yeah.
during this presentation. But I am curious about Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
I just think it's not something you would want to show during a 30-minute presentation at E3.
Yeah. I dabble in those games, I guess. But what? What is happening?
Oh, Justin's laughing at me.
No, I agree. Like, I don't want to spend too much. Like, the things that I think is most interesting about those is when they take like the Zelda franchise. Like that was an interesting take on Musou, Dragon Warrior. Probably not as big in the West for that kind of audience.
Yeah.
What about the Shin Megami Tensei that they announced during the initial Nintendo
Shin Megami.
Direct?
I don't think we're going to see it this year. I think they're going to. I think we've seen that taste of it. We've seen that tease. And I wouldn't be surprised if they hold off on it. It's just not even mentioned.
Because we don't even know the full name or its subtitle yet, right?
No.
And this is
no
only
release
30
date.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I really want to see that actually after playing Persona 5, which is my first Persona, which is very different than Shin Megami, but Persona originally is the spinoff. But I actually want to see that.
I promise you, if you have not tried playing Persona 3,
RPG
4, and
on
5,
my Switch,
try them out. Try
I would
them
just
all
love if
out.
they ported
I
Persona
promise
5
you won't
over.
regret it.
That's what
To be honest.
when I was playing
that would be
Persona.
the Dank McPiff. I'd be in there.
No, because that's
what?
The Dank
Have you not?
McPiff.
Oh god.
Those are words.
It'd be Dope, Goose, the Dank McPiff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I would love
dry.
I haven't
right
even
down.
I haven't even beaten Persona 5 on PS4 yet.
I haven't either. I just when I
Guys.
I know when I'm playing my Switch, I'm just like, this is exactly how I want to play games because I'm so nearsighted.
I wish everything would just get ported over to the Switch. I would play so many more games.
Yeah.
Bloodborne 2, which doesn't even exist yet, so disregard that. That's not me announcing it when I'm not supposed to. It doesn't exist. It's a pipe dream. Pokemon Ultra Moon and Sun. You think there'd be some Poke stuff happening on the Direct?
I mean, they had their Pokemon Direct. I
Yeah.
don't know if they would do anything for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Right.
Yeah.
With only half an hour, you have to imagine that's why they showed the Pokemon stuff. Maybe last week, wasn't it?
Unless they're gearing up to
Things
do
only
stuff.
gonna last 30
Here,
minutes. What in the
but
world?
it
Pokemon
still
planning.
seems unlikely, which is annoying because Sun Moon came out like when? Last year before?
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure I need a slightly different version of Sun and Moon. I really liked those games. I thought they were a super great take on Pokemon and like added all of these things that were both good for casual and for hardcore like competitive players. But I don't know why you would need another version that's like the alternate universe version of Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
So I if they did anything like Pokemon on Switch, I would actually cry.
Snap, the Pokemon game that needs to come to Switch is Snap.
That's what I was
Yeah.
Oh, Snap!
good.
That's what I was gonna say.
Giant
Because what, Snap came out when?
I think I was 4 at the time, so
You weren't. I was.
I think I was 4.
like 10 years ago then.
Yeah, I didn't really love Pokemon Sun and Moon to begin with. I thought they were kind of boring. I liked 1999 Pokemon Snap.
Oh, wow.
So I was doesn't matter. We were
Okay, I was older than 4.
love
Yeah,
to
older
see
than
that.
4.
Just imagine like actually like something with the motion controls that feels good.
Yeah.
But motion controls aren't bad. Like, the motion controls, I think, in most cases feel good.
No,
Arms.
right. They don't feel bad, but I'm saying, like, something that warrants the use.
Hey, as much as I'm a big fan
would be a
of
perfect
arms
use
right now,
it's integral to the experience, which I don't think is always the case. But
if it is,
yeah,
real
I don't know
quick,
if they
real fast,
will
'cause
devote
like
much time to
it's
Pokemon after
coming
that.
out
No, not after its own
We
direct.
don't really need to know any more stuff about it.
And then what about?
Or at the very most,
Zelda
they don't need to
DLC?
really talk about it like a big thing.
So it's been my guess.
They do,
that
man.
They
It's gonna
because
really.
Nintendo tends to announce something and then they drop it during this week. They
In
said
my opinion, it's
over
really
and over
gonna
again
mess
that
it
the
up.
DLC is coming this summer. I would not be surprised if they show off the Zelda DLC, like, here's a little bit of what this looks like, and goes, and now you can play it right now.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a one-off
Yeah, I
thing.
wouldn't
they
be surprised if they
And
did
then
that
we
too.
all freak out and start crying and go.
And I've left my Switches in the hotel room.
Yeah,
I have to
well,
go
bunch-
back and get it.
A bunch of us brought our Switches to our studio here
Oh, wait,
because in case they do this, a lot of people are talking about it, but it sounds good. I mean, we've talked extensively on our live shows about what this is going to comprise. It looks fun. It looks like something that'll pull me back into it. I do have my Switch here. I'm hoping
In case anything goes
I hope
up.
they do release it.
And I
because
need to
that'd
go
be
to
great,
that
but at the
store
same
real
time,
quick.
because of
I mean,
the
I don't
amount
have
of
time to
Big fan
play
of
right
Mario.
now. But I brought my Switch and my 3DS just in case.
Yeah, for people watching at home, I'm sure that would be nothing but great.
Nintendo have been known to do that. They've been known to do that. Say, hey.
You think they'll
look at
show
the thing
off
right now.
more of the next Zelda DLC at all?
As soon as
There's
this thing is
3
over.
planned,
What?
right?
No,
Is
I'm
it
on there
later on
now.
this year. There's one in the fall, I think.
I feel like that's something that they would hold off and do on their own, kind of like they did with Pokemon. Like, here's our dedicated Zelda Direct. For E3, because it's so short, they'll focus on the stuff that's more near. Like, maybe they'll mention it and, like, hey, don't forget we have this coming up, but I don't think we'd see much of it.
Yeah.
No.
And then I do want to talk about Skyrim on Switch.
Yeah.
They're not going to take time to show this because they've shown 19 other times.
No.
Maybe they show it with a different Passion Pit track over it.
A different amiibo.
With Sleepyhead instead.
Or even a little Lord. Or maybe Nelly Furtado makes a comeback during this
She never left.
Nintendo.
Okay.
Don't call it a comeback. But anyway, yeah, you can't hear it right now, but if you didn't see this during Bethesda's presser, Take a Walk by Passion Pit is playing over this now. And then, of course, Link comes in, and then this weird monster wearing a mask of Link appears in
It would be
Skyrim.
hype if they had like
Somehow got the
something
Master
for the
Sword.
Amiibo Sonic.
It looks like he's a high elf. If I want to get really geeky about Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, he does look like a high elf from
character.
behind, which is I'm so sad that I know.
What do you guys think about these motion controls?
Something I will never use.
I will
I
never ever
won't
use
use
that.
that.
Let me preface. I don't mean to sound negative about this because I'm absolutely gonna buy this on Switch.
Oh, yeah.
And probably in VR as well because I'm dumb.
This is why they keep showing Skyrim at every E3. It's because of you.
Oh, I played on PC. I didn't need to buy the definitive edition, and I bought it anyway on Xbox so I could get achievements.
Oh no, I played the original Xbox 360 and I bought the definitive edition on PS4 just so I could get the achievement, the trophies.
Yeah.
But you want to play one that's going to probably have not as nice graphics? Like, this won't be the definitive
Oh,
edition.
I mean, it looked like, even when you were watching the Bethesda show, it looked like kind of interlaced, and it did look jankier.
But like, who cares? I can take it with me.
Yeah, it's not the graphics I'm excited for with that. It's the fact that, much like Zelda, which looks great on the Switch, it's the fact that, I can take it anywhere with me. It's also the kind of game I don't need to, remember what I was doing last time. I could just jump back in and find my way and figure things out.
Yeah, and I also don't need to pay like a ton of attention because I've done Bleak Falls Barrow like 6,000 times, so like I know what's going on. It's mostly just I want to be a sneaky archer again, so it's not like
There we
something that's
go.
going to demand a lot of my
brain power.
like I don't mean that in a negative way. I just,
No, I mean, Skyrim is my go-to game when I'm sick.
yeah, it's a relaxing.
It's just sort of like wander around and kill stuff. And
wander
It's
around.
an experience you don't get on Nintendo consoles for such a long time, especially like getting to take that portably.
Like a massive third-party title. What about 3DS? Think they're gonna show much for that?
Yeah, I mean, the focus has to be on Switch because that's their new big console, but they're not going to ignore 3DS.
Especially with the new TD, 2DS.
I'm forgetting my phone.
The new TDS. what is the thing called? The new 2DS.
SXL? No.
2DS XL.
New 2DS XL.
Maybe they'll show it so we can know
I
what
made
it's
that
called.
up.
That is
Yeah. Do you think they'll probably devote some attention to maybe a new 3DS title?
I think they'll mention a couple games, but we also have Nintendo doing what Nintendo does, which is here's our 30-minute presentation and then several hours of us playing games and Nintendo Treehouse stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll have a lot of time to talk about 3DS, 2DS.
Sorry.
It's weird. Why is it? It's weird to call
Snap.
something a 3DS game when you have a 2DS, a system that is created just to take away the 3D.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, I think they'll mention a few bigger. This is also their chance to announce surprises, games we don't know are coming out. They'll put a little bit of time to it and more time at the Treehouse for 3DS stuff.
Surprises for 3DS, any you can think of? What do you want?
Well, the only thing I really, really want, if you ask me deep down,
Oh, no.
it's Mother 3.
Okay.
It was more appropriate.
I was worried about where that was
I was
going.
really worried for a second.
But I think it's going to be on Switch, Virtual Console. We can talk about that later.
Maybe. I really want a new Layton.
Yeah.
No, there's a Layton
Flame
coming.
Fire
There's the
Emblem.
Lady Layton.
Right
Of
now.
course there is.
Think we'll see
Lady
that?
Layton.
Yeah, this is the time to show.
Layton's
Lady
huge, right,
Layton.
for 3DS owners?
It is one of my favorite franchises.
I love
so
Layton.
good.
Yeah.
And so that'll definitely be a part of the presentation, at least in a small way.
Yeah.
What if they were like Nintendogs? Let's go.
Would they do Nintendogs back on 3DS,
Oh,
like on
God,
another
dude,
portable, or would they take it over to
Nintendogs,
Switch
so
though?
bad.
I feel like that could be a Switch
Could be a
title.
new Switch thing. I'm just trying to think, like, if you use the Joy-Cons, like, I'm gonna wash my dog. Like, hey, brush it.
Oh
pet
man,
it.
the really immersive experience.
But you
of
could
having a
imagine being
dog.
sat on a train, like, oh, I'm just taking care of my virtual dog.
I'm about to do something bad and be an enabler. Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I was
love
hoping.
it. I would love
Sorry.
Animal
Everyone's
Crossing.
watching.
I think that's going to be
Crossing's
Switch
cute.
again.
I would
Sometimes I enjoy it, sometimes I'd be like,
absolutely.
"Ooh, my brain."
Oh, I want it so
And you
bad.
have to get the mobile game. Like
Yes.
they announced that a long time ago. It's still not here.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be part of WWDC.
I have regretted so hard erasing. I accidentally erased my save in New Leaf, and so I just like haven't been able to return back to it. And I need another Animal Crossing so bad.
Do you know how many hours was in that New Leaf save?
A lot, probably like 300.
Yeah.
That is devastating.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had 500.
Yeah.
Oh, I only
That's
I
embarrassing.
got about like 100.
I did a lot of bug hunting on that island.
All right, I want to go to Switch predictions, like crazy dreams and stuff. Well, actually, no. First, you just mentioned Virtual Console. Do you think there'll be anything focused on that today?
They need to address it at some point.
Yeah.
So the thing, and they just really don't have a good solution. They have to talk about how this Nintendo system that you're going to have to pay for is going to work. And they've already said that when you pay for this, like, what is it, $20 a month?
Something, some subscription rate.
That you just get access to all of these NES library of games.
Yeah.
But we still, we've spent a lot of money, or I've spent a lot of money
Don't include me with you.
NES games, virtual console games. I don't expect that I'm going to get access to those on my Switch, but I would love for that to happen. Like, I've already bought these. I want to play them on whatever console I have my Nintendo account on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is like if you've bought like Super Mario, the original, like 8 times, you shouldn't have to. I just don't want to have to buy it again. I've bought so many versions of it.
I don't want to pay a monthly price to play it again.
Yeah.
No, I would actually be okay with a monthly price that includes the entire library of Nintendo games.
That'd be
Like,
awesome.
Yeah, that would be
like
great.
a
I'd pay for
Netflix
that.
for Nintendo. That's like what
I,
people.
I would pay for that. For
Yeah.
sure.
But would that also include the paying to go online stuff as well? Because
Right.
I think if those were 2 separate payments going out of my bank account every month, I would not be.
Yeah.
It sucks because the Switch seems so tailor-made for so many old school Nintendo games.
Yeah.
You have a pretty sizable handheld screen right in front of you, and that makes sense for so many 2D games. Even like, I don't know, I could see playing like Metroid Prime on my Switch.
Oh.
But I do want
Great.
to get on to like predictions for the Switch itself. Do we have any crazy things we didn't talk about?
I mean, talking about Metroid, it's been such a long time. I don't think it would be a big part of the presentation because, again, they like to focus on stuff in the near future. But one thing we haven't seen at this E3 is one more thing, walk off the stage as just like a logo or a really quick teaser trailer comes on. This could be Nintendo's chance to be like, well, one more thing, Zelda, or Samus Aran's mask just comes on screen and just cuts out. 2018.
Do you think they would go like? Do you think they would give in and go 2D? Metroid. I almost just called a Metroid game a Metroidvania. Think they'd do that, or
Hand
do you
in
think
your
they'd
batch
go more
and
in
gun.
Prime, or do you think they just do something new?
Prime, I think, is such a beloved franchise. It would be really interesting to return to that, especially after Metroid Other M didn't do that well.
Yeah. We have a poster of that hanging in the office. I don't know if it's a joke or not.
I haven't even noticed it. I like blocked that game out of my brain.
The entrance to our office. It's the Clementine.
Oh yeah.
The Walking Dead, and then Metroid.
Oh my god, I definitely like
I do not-
Westworld that. Like, there is nothing there.
No, I erased that. Yeah.
Gameplay-wise, it was fine, but the story was just so horrible.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys think we'll see any sort of Metroid?
I hope.
I seriously hope so. Yeah.
We haven't had a Donkey Kong yet either.
No.
Yeah, what was the last really good one? Was it Tropical Freeze? Yeah, that was on 3DS, right? Yeah, that would be awesome.
It was on Wii U.
Wii U too. Okay, damn.
So like, would they have an answer to? I mean, not just Virtual Console, but these games that are digitally available on the Wii U console, making that just cross-compatible with the Switch would not only increase the library of the Switch fivefold and give access to people who didn't buy a Wii U, because that's a lot of people.
Yeah, I would actually really like to see that.
Yeah, me too. And just like you said, ports. Like I want to play Wind Waker HD on Switch. You know.
You know what my pipe dream is the Wii version of Okami, because I think that would be so good on Switch.
That would be so good on Switch.
Because not only could you use like this, you could even use it as a touch screen as well to paint and do that.
And it was a cell-shaded game, so like the graphics would hold up so beautiful.
It would
like Wind Waker did the same thing on Wii U, or sorry, Wii U.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if they do anything with like Star Fox, because the last outing was not great.
I think he's on ice for a while.
As Redemption, after what was it? What was the last Star Fox Zero?
They would have to call it Star Fox Redemption, though, right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Was,
Star Fox reboot. Star Fox. Just kidding.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Star Fox.
Really, I want coffee.
I'm good with that.
Star Fox, you fell for it.
Yeah. Oops. Just kidding. Yeah.
I don't know. Any other franchises that I'm not mentioning that we would love to see come back?
Like Pikmin, we're already getting a 3DS game, so I don't think we're
What's
going to
that called, like
get
Pikmin Yo or something?
that. Hey Pikmin.
Hey Pikmin.
Hey Pikmin. Yo Pikmin.
Pikmin,
Yo,
You've been spending too
Pikmin.
much time around me. Yo,
I know.
Pikmin!
One thing I want to see, a WarioWare game on Switch.
Yeah.
Perfect. That would. Like I just imagine like the things that you'd be able to do with your Switch and multiplayer and like taking little controllers, like whether they do it as a party game or just something kind of crazy and weird that you do on the Switch.
I would like to see them come up with something like a multiplayer game outside of like Splatoon, like a new multiplayer game that's doesn't feel gimmicky, because they've proven the Switch like is great. I love the Switch. Now that we all agree on that, I wish they would show more like multiplayer.
Because we didn't get a good like Wii Sports analog. 1-2 Switch did not live up to that. Should not have been a game you paid for.
I think my biggest like far-flung dream would be Pokemon Stadium.
That's really weird. I was gonna say Pokemon Stadium 3 on the Switch.
Yeah, because that would be great for multiplayer, like an actual opportunity to use like, oh, you get one Joy-Con, you get one Joy-Con. That would be hopefully better than 1-2 Switch, and also I just miss those games so much. And then having that compatibility with the 3DS games would also be great.
Pokemon 2 was the dank McPiff. That gold and silver cartridge that you pop in your...
Oh, yeah, you have like the little attachment that goes into the controller, and then you can like put your Pokemon in it.
Yeah.
That is what I want.
You have my boy Machamp reunion with me. What do you think they'll show first? Start off the show with?
You know,
Reggie?
No, I
His
think
body
they'll
is
just
Reggie.
jump straight into Super Mario Odyssey. That's what we know is coming up. It's going to be the focus of the show, and it lets you set expectations. Big Switch game. Here's your good first look at the gameplay of Mario Odyssey.
Ubisoft had a very Nintendo opening to the show. Well, obviously because Mario was the coin box, but still it was a very like quiet, and then all of a sudden something quirky came in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I get it. Do you guys agree it would be Odyssey?
It's going to be Odyssey.
Yeah, that would be. I would be surprised if it wasn't. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm curious to see what they'll show with Odyssey that can really. I mean, I'm already gonna play it, but I'm curious if they will show off like the flood gun of this game, if you will. Like, what's the general conceit?
Well, like how does the hat work exactly? Like, because that's what I'm
he
interested
jumps on it and.
So it looks like I was watching the gameplay trailer again yesterday. And it looks like he can throw it, and then I guess you tap the button again to make it stay where you need it to go to platform off it.
Yeah.
Because I think you can throw it like the boomerang power up in Mario Kart. It seems like it just goes for a long time. But then when he was using it for platforming, it looked like he could pause it right in the middle of a gap.
Oh, so it's manually controlled. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like anyway.
Right, yeah, we don't know for sure, but
like
I
want
guess it'll
CSI
be
zoom
like
in
a
and enhance on
weapon.
this.
Like you could throw it at like an enemy to kill Goombas and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should be getting into the Nintendo Direct in about a minute. There's no countdown yet, so I wanted to ask, do you think we'll see, like, in terms of outside of Skyrim, any other third-party titles that they'll take the time to show here? Or it may even throughout the week, maybe any announcements like, of other third-party titles coming, because for the longest time, Nintendo's been, not much third-party support.
What about the new Ubisoft
this time.
thing? They had the Switch. They had the Switch in that when the.
It's
the
12 o'clock. Let's go. It's time to
Oh,
start.
Starlink.
Link.
Yeah, that game is weird. But it looks cool. It looks fun. I don't mean this as an insult, but I think I would like it more 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows? Maybe that will come.
Maybe.
So anyway, but
Minecraft maybe. That's on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we are gonna go to Nintendo Direct.
All right, here we go. Oh Lord, his arm. What I tell you? I knew it. I told you not to. Don't talk too much about it. Unless you're gonna talk about DLC or amiibos. You're ready too. Oh. Rocket League. That's gonna be high. Okay, that was a weird look that she made. Okay, they're just doing the intro. Okay, so that I'm cool with that. Viva! I wonder how many times they probably accidentally dropped it doing doing these like filming. Platoon. That's a new stage. Oh, yo, that's a new stage. Nintendo Spotlight. Yeah, they're not calling it Nintendo Direct, they're calling it Nintendo Spotlight for some reason.
The game is fun. The game
Reggie.
is a battle. If it's not fun, why bother? If it's not a battle,
Exactly.
where's the fun? It's a test that you pass or a quest that you fail. A race against time. Fun and battle always locked together. But the game is also something else. It's a journey, a passport to new worlds, maybe even an odyssey. A look, a feel, an exploration. Close your focus and open your mind. Yes, the journey requires the right ticket, and that ticket is Nintendo Switch. But in the end, it's not just where you can take your game. It's where your game can take you. So let's go.
All right, let's go, Nintendo.
Story goes, when the world was young,
Xenoblade.
everyone in Alrest lived on the World Tree, together with our Divine Father, the Architect. They called that paradise Elysium. You're a blade.
As the driver of the Aegis, can you take me to Elysium?
I'm in. Let's go to Elysium. I'll take you there myself.
So it's a love story between a man and his sword. Ain't supposed to sound that creepy. But it is.
Here! Come Cover me.
Got it.
What's the little teddy bear thing in this bag?
We'll show you what me and Pyra are made of. Take this!
I can tell they're gonna cut out some of the audio and stuff, just so the English work, and some of the original translation of it. They're gonna change up some of the translation just to fit the dialogue of what the character's gonna be saying.
Guessing your goal is Elysium.
Looks pretty interesting.
This blade he calls Pyra. Her flames hide something deeper.
What's the matter? Are you the Aegis, or aren't you?
I won't use that power, and I won't let you use it either.
If you know what you desire, you will have to show it. Not with words, but with your own strength. Everyone, let's go!
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Holidays. Oh, okay. It's coming out this year. I did not know that. I was thinking it was going to come out like next year or something.
Sometimes you need a hero. A sword swinging, fire wielding, stone cold hero with an insatiable appetite?
Oh, Kirby. Okay, Kirby Switch game. Okay. Might be 3DS, I don't know. So you can subdue them. Subdue them and they'll automatically team up with you. Whispering Wood.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi.
Not so much talking, Nintendo. You only got less than that.
I hope you've been enjoying the journey with Nintendo Switch so far. When I found out that Nintendo Switch is being accepted by video game fans from all over the world as a home console that could be taken with you anywhere, I felt so relieved. Take Switch outside, come together, and share the experience. This idea was how we hoped people would play with Nintendo Switch. But people are coming up with many creative ways to play, in all kinds of places, in many more ways than we expected. This summer, Nintendo and its third-party partners will release many multiplayer games that can be played anytime, anywhere, and with anyone. We hope there will be many heated competitions that will be ignited by Nintendo Switch. Now, we'll continue our look at even more new game worlds for Nintendo Switch. But before we do, there is one announcement we'd like to share from our very special friend. Please take a look.
Hi everyone. I'm Tsunekazu Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Just
the other day,
Pokken Tournament
we
is definitely going to be about
Pokken
Ultra.
Tournament Deluxe
Ultra Moon and Sun.
is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I figured.
This is the latest version
like I said,
of the premier Pokemon fighting game. Two people can dive
Well, it's
right
okay,
into
'cause
battle
they
using
just
two
announced
Joy-Con
it for this one.
controllers. So you can experience heated Pokemon battles with just one Nintendo Switch console. There are some fresh additions, including new Pokemon, and this deluxe version of the game will be on display at E3 for attendees to play. I have one more announcement. Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on Nintendo Switch. It may not release for more than a year,
what?
but we hope you'll look forward to it all the same.
What?
In the meantime, let's enjoy
So
this
they are
year's
working on
E3.
something.
Ishihara-san, thank you very much.
So they are working on a
we
Pokemon
heard that the
game.
Pokemon
Okay.
series is being developed for Nintendo Switch. What kind of Pokemon game will we be able to play on Nintendo Switch? I'm looking forward to it myself. At this year's E3, we're mostly showing games that
Okay,
will
so
be
they're
released in
they're
2017.
working on it. It's just not
But please
able
know
to be
that here
shown
at
right
Nintendo,
now.
we're working on many forms of entertainment that can only be made possible on Nintendo Switch. We hope you look forward to them as well. Now let's continue on with the journey with Nintendo Switch.
Star Fox. Yeah. Wait. Star Fox. No, wait, no, wait. This is Metroid. Yo, is this Metroid Prime 4? Is this Metroid Prime 4? Yo! Oh my goodness! In development! Yo! Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness! No, y'all don't understand. That's the Metroid game I've been waiting for. So another Worldly War. Oh, no. Yeah, I was already happy with that thing. So weird kind of side-scroll style from Yoshi's Woolly World. I mean, Yoshi World doesn't seem like a bad game. Yo, ain't got nothing on that Metroid Prime. Oh no, that Metroid Prime 4 in development. Let's go. What did Team Ninja be making? Oh yeah, the Hyrule Warriors Warriors game. Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem Warriors game.
We're under attack! Mother's in danger!
If she's up there, then...
You two must keep going. No, I'm coming with you. I am Marth, the Prince of Altea. We've come here to save you.
Remember that you can rely on your friends. We're with you.
Get it together, you two. If you can't do this, who can?
You fought your way this far. There's nothing you two can't do. No matter the danger, we can overcome it if we're working together.
All right, let's move out.
Working together, we can finish this!
Fire Emblem Warriors. Oh. John, they're bringing a lot of stuff up in the fall.
Hi there. I'm the Legend of Zelda series producer, Eiji Aonuma. You
DLC
may have already
time,
heard about
guys.
it during Bethesda's showcase that was held a few days ago. It was announced that select Zelda items will appear in the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim. I'm really looking forward to exploring Skyrim with the Master Sword in hand. Oh, when did this Master Sword get in my hand? Next up, we'll take a look at the DLC packs for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Let us take you on a new Hyrule adventure.
The Master Trial. I've been meaning to get the DLC.
Oh.
Does this mean we get to play as them? If we get to play as them, I'll be so hyped. I promise you I would be. Nintendo Switch, Wii U. Oh yeah, because it was both.
What did you think? I actually have one more announcement that I'd like to share. The 4 champions that appeared in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be available as amiibo. The Zora champion, Mipha.
Oh.
The Goron champion,
I'm about to say, playable characters?
The Rito champion, Rivali. And the Gerudo champion, Urbosa. You'll be able to use these 4 amiibo in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Of course, you'll be able to use these in the DLC packs that you just saw, so please look forward to them.
This changes the game. Travel the world. Bring people together. Play anywhere with anyone. If video gaming is a journey, then anywhere has to include a stop right here in LA during E3. This is Magic Week, where booths buzz and channels glow, where the game worlds you've heard about suddenly spring into life. And this summer, a new kind of heated competition ignites right on Nintendo Switch. It kicks off later today with the Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational, which brings teams from the Americas, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan to see whose colorful skills are the best. Tomorrow, the Pokken Invitational will be held. You might recognize some of our 8 competitors who'll be duking it out in heated battles. Later on Wednesday, we'll see 8 players throw punches in the fun and competitive game ARMS, which launches later this week.
You're taking too long, Nintendo.
4 of our players will be pros, and the other 4 will be E3 attendees who rise to the top by battling on the show floor. If you're going to E3, we hope you'll accept the challenge. And no matter where you are, be sure to catch up with Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 for all the details and news about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS. But now, there are a few more worlds left to visit on our journey before we land in the booth. Let's go.
Yeah, we know about this.
Ubisoft is proud to announce its new Rabbids game, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and it will be developed exclusively for the Nintendo Switch.
I feel like it would have been more better if it was Rayman.
And unpredictable
having Rayman and his group team up to try to stop the rabbits. I feel like that would have been much better.
And twisted Mushroom Kingdom. They will surprise you in this tactical adventure filled with combat and exploration. Mario and his friends will join them in an epic quest to put the kingdom back in order. We can't wait for you to play the game on August 29th.
It's kind of weird having just a few of the rabbits acting like who's just dressing up like them. Even though that is pretty funny. Okay, what is this? Oh, Rocket League, okay. Pretty much right now, all they're doing is showing off games that was already announced for them.
On behalf of everyone here at Psyonix, we're extremely excited to announce that Rocket League is indeed coming to Nintendo Switch. We know that both the Rocket League and Switch communities have wanted it, and now we're going to release it, complete with cross-network support that lets you play against opponents on other platforms.
The Switch version will have all the features and modes we've released thus far, plus exclusives like local wireless multiplayer, Mario and Luigi hats for customizing your car, and new exclusive cars we'll talk about later this year.
Look for Rocket League on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Okay, let's see this. Good job. Oh, okay, you can ride a scooter.
Here we go.
Wait, you can wear a sombrero? That is awesome.
Time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew.
Kim Bowser.
Or a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the
Hello, sombrero Mario.
This great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared.
And now you're a frog.
Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark start to swirl,
What? What? I can be a bullet bill. The dream is alive, people. The dream is alive. Oh my goodness. What in the world's going on? It is so confusing. But at the same time, it's pretty awesome. So many customizations. Seriously? Yo! I October 10th. That's October 27th. That's when it's coming out. October 27th. Oh, that was very short-lived. Got me hyped for Metroid. That was incredibly short. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2017. We're back for
And
another
not at
year.
the
We've got a lot of great
Treehouse,
game content to show you, and a lot of special guests swinging by as well. But to get things kicked off, we're going to take another look at
I think
Super Mario
PlayStation Sony
Odyssey.
won that E3 now. Mainly because they have more games that I got hyped up for.
And we're going to take a look at some gameplay. I'm Sam from the Treehouse, joined by my colleagues from the Treehouse, Rob, and
say
Scott
who actually won.
And we have some very special guests with us for this segment. We've got the game's producer, Koizumi-san, and the game's director, Motakura-san. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Hey.
Really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
so I know folks are probably really excited to get the gameplay, but before we jump in, there were a lot of really cool reveals in that video, and I think folks are going to be really interested in all the different directions that you're taking this game. But at the core, there's really kind of a driving philosophy that you've got going. I was wondering if you could tell our viewers a little bit more about that.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey, yeah, that was pretty good. I wasn't expecting apparently you could take control of like everything.
You saw in there that particularly surprised you or interested you?
I gotta say, the first time I saw that T-Rex,
you can
my heart
control
stopped.
everything.
It was so exciting.
You want to be a Goomba? Be a Goomba. You want to be a Koopa Trooper? Be a Koopa Trooper. You want to be a Chain Chomp? Be a Chain Chomp. You want to be a T-Rex? Be a T-Rex. You want to be just random fire? One little fireballs? Be a random fireball. Wait, what?
Really big surprise for most.
Want to be a telescope? Be a telescope. What? Wait.
分かりやすさであるとか、可愛らしさであるか、誰でも分かるような共感というもので、今まで作ってきて、今もこれも入ってるんですけども、今回は特に旅の驚きっていうことをすごく、盛り込みたいので、驚きというテーマを、体験もそうだし、ビジュアルもそうだし、たくさん詰め込んでます。
But we also want to balance that feeling of surprise with some emotional resonance, giving people something that's familiar, that's attractive, that's really cute from the Mario series, and bounce people back and forth between the familiar and the surprising.
でそれを体験するための新しいプレイシステムを、作りましたので、それは本倉さんに説明してくれます。
So we've come up with some play systems to get that across as well. So it's not just a look and feel, but a play experience also. And I'd like to turn to Mr. Motakura to explain that.
今作は帽子を投げて敵や物を操ってとある地球を冒険するっていう、物語になっています。
So the kind of overall story of this game is, you're going around, you're throwing your hat, you're taking over different enemies and objects, and you're traveling the world while you do that.
パワームーンっていうのがイコール驚きになっていますので、それを帽子を投げたり、いろんなものを操って箱庭を探索してもらえたらと思っています。
And we talked about surprise before, but basically the unit of surprise in this game is those power moons. Those always equal a surprise, so you go around, you throw your hat at different things, you control enemies, and you find things that are surprising, and that gives you a power moon.
Right on, so let's get into some gameplay. Rob, you're going to take us into New Donk City.
I am. First, I'd like to take a quick look at the Odyssey, for which the game is named. It's the ship that Mario uses to travel the world, and it's powered by these power moons, so you keep needing additional thresholds of them to get onto the next kingdom. And just to show off a little bit of the new moves, obviously there's the hat throw. You can make it stay in place, which is sometimes valuable. It can grab things for you. There's two kinds of coins, which we'll talk about a little later on.
And actually, there in that little dialogue box, we saw Cappy.
Oh, yeah. Cappy is both the red hat that he's wearing and also in his native form, he's a white top hat. And so one other move that's pretty cool is this circular throw. Knocks away everything. But let's get down into the city. And as you saw in the trailer, so there's the capture mechanic lets you take over things. It also lets you do fairly exotic things like turn into electricity, travel through wires. So how did the capture mechanic come about?
キャプチャーという仕様を作ったきっかけは何かありましたでしょうか？
そうですね。今作はものすごくいろんな試作っていうものをしてから作っています。
So when we were making this game, what we started out doing was making just a huge amount of different gameplay prototypes.
このキャプチャーというアクションもそのうちの一つです。
And this capture action was just one of those prototypes.
みんなでこうアイデアを出し合った中に出てきたんですけども、それをそうですね、2、3日ぐらいで作って遊んでみたらものすごく面白かったので、すぐゲームの中心に入れようと決めました。
So, you know, it was just one of the ideas that came up, but we worked on it for 2 or 3 days, and it just instantly turned into something that was really fun, and we decided, well, okay, this should just be the center of this game.
I love how much it encourages that exploration and experimentation that I think the Mario games along these lines are so known for when you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine. Here we've got so much stuff that just looks interesting, and you're wondering, okay, what will happen if I throw my cap at it? You never really know what's going to happen, so you want to try everything just to see.
何でも試してみたくなる仕様ですね。まあどういう要素があるのか。
そうですね。いろんなものにこう帽子を投げたり、試してもらえたらなと思ってます。
Yeah, I definitely hope when people, while they're playing this game, they just throw their hat at everything and try all sorts of different things.
Whoops, that was a mistake. Right now, normally, if you were following the story path of the game, you'd be talking to Mayor Pauline, who wants you to recruit musicians. There's one there. But we're going to ignore that right now because there's lots and lots of things to do beyond following the main story of the game. Like possess rockets and turn into rockets with mustaches.
That if you could. Actually, that's an interesting note there. So you mentioned Mayor Pauline, and I think our sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that some of the street signs are references to some Donkey Kong characters. We've got some interesting red girders going on here. I wonder, Kozumi-san and Monokura-san, if you can tell us a little bit more about this city. It's got some interesting backstory.
やっぱりポリン市長がいて、ニュードンクシティという名前がついてると、だからもっと何かその都市について。
そうですね。名前もそうですし、ポリンってドンキーコングのキャラクターで何かのゲームに関係がありそうですけど、今日はちょっと詳しく言えないんですけど。
So certainly you can tell that Pauline is from Donkey Kong, and the name New Donk City probably leads you to a couple of hints, but we can't get into too much of it today.
And I like the shirt you're wearing, by the way.
That is a snazzy
Good choice
shirt.
today.
お楽しみに。
Please look forward to hearing more about that.
I gotta take the long way.
Oh, good luck. And this is interesting here where we see, I mean, really throughout New Donk City, and I think throughout the world, we've got these really fun playground elements where you're bouncing on things, you're jumping on things, you're swinging.
You gotta move.
Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about how you came
What's
up with
the
that
deal
kind
with
of
the
play
moon? That's a good
mechanic?
question.
ぶら下がったりして、飛び跳ねたりして、まあ、いろんな、環境のものになんか反応させられるんですけど、まあ、どういうふうにそういうなんか遊び場っぽい雰囲気を出せるようになんか考え方ありますか？
はい。まずその施策っていうのでものすごくいっぱい遊びを作っています。それをこう配置してステージっていうものを作ります。まず。
So, you know, going back to that prototyping process I was talking about before.
Oh my goodness. I'll probably be doing that all day. I can't play this game. I'll be doing that all day, bouncing on people's heads for no reason.
Where to place them within the stage?
そこにそのアートであるとか具体的なものを載せて遊んでみます。
So, you know, we put it in the stage, we like combine it with different art assets, like kind of like real things to see what it might actually look like or work in game, and then try playing it.
そうするともっとこうしたいとかいろんな意見が出てくるので、それをさらにそこに上乗せして作っています。
And then, you know, obviously out of that, like different things come up, like, oh, maybe we could do this a little bit differently. Maybe this could actually work like this instead. And then we kind of add that to it, and the process just continues from there.
なので先ほどちょっと出たタクシーなんかをジャンプさせるのもスーパーマリオサンシャインでもちょっと似たような仕様があったので、そういうところからちょっとヒントを得ています。
And so, you know, you saw before, you know, we were able to jump on top of the taxi, and that's something that was sort of in Super Mario Sunshine at times.
Oh,
so
I gotta keep going.
In that we were also getting hints from past games.
Can I quickly interject that so as I mentioned, the goal right now is to recruit these musicians. When I was first playing this game for a feedback report for the development team, I could not figure out how to get to this guy on the top of this building. You can just barely see him. He's a speck right now in that triangular building. And the way I eventually found to do it was to take a really long fall.
I did that too.
And that worked.
Oh, I fell back
And
for his knees.
a bit to my surprise. And I wanted to know, when you saw that report from me, you know, was that a problem to be solved? Was that a cool thing? What was that?
この前はNCR の報告書を書いていたときに、こういうふうにトランペットのバンドマンの到着できますよと書いてましたが、それを見てちょっと困っていたんでしょうか。
はい、それは読んだんですけれども、
I love his
読んだん
reaction.
で
He's
すけ
like,
れども、今日ここでプレイするとは思わなかったです。
Yeah, I did read that. I didn't know you were going to be playing that right now.
Troublemaker.
Well, I also know the real way. Or another way.
本当のやり方も分かってます。
でも自分でこういろんなプレイの仕方を探してもらえたらと思うんですけども、それもスーパーマリオ64やスーパーマリオサンシャインから続くものだと思います。
But you know, you found your own way to play it, and like letting users play around with the game and find their own ways of doing things. That's something that goes way back in 3D Mario, in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine as well.
I love that.
So
I
this is
love
actually
that.
one of the
Find
two
your own
kingdoms
way.
that's going to be playable on the show floor. The show floor, of course, isn't open yet, so we don't have folks playing the game at this moment, but I'm really looking forward to talking to folks after they've played it, because I think there's so many different ways to problem solve and find moons in these kingdoms. I'm not even sure if folks will find everything over the course of the show, but it's going to be interesting to find out how different people approached completing some of these objectives.
But the game encourages so much experimentation because you aren't
Yeah.
kicked out of the level every time you find a moon. There is no reason not to investigate every little thing you can see that might be interesting. There's no time limit. There's no disincentive. There's lots and lots of cool stuff. Whoa! Okay.
Yeah, that is a very interesting change that adds, I think, to the immersion in the kingdoms. When you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, whenever you got whatever the collectible objective was, depending on the game you were playing, you'd get bumped out of the area and you'd have to come back in. But here, since you're not going to get booted out of the kingdom when you collect a Power Moon, there's a lot of encouragement to just go check out that weird thing you saw on the horizon, because you can still continue with whatever your primary objective is. Oh no! But then, keep on tracking and finding moons.
Okay, another reason to explore everything is that there's very little punishment for dying. I just lost 10 coins, and there's lots. So, and I get to try again right away.
Coins mainly your continue bar.
It's also worth mentioning that the bullet bills here are coming out with visors on, so they cannot be captured until you knock their hats off, because an enemy with a hat is the scariest thing in this game.
Fashion is very important in this game. You got to be conscious of your headwear. Oh, careful.
Ah. Oh no! Well, apparently this is not my day for this challenge.
That's right, third time's a charm, right?
Yeah. And if at first you don't succeed, give up on the third attempt.
I'm just looking at the space where we saw other sections of New Dog City, and looking here, I'm just so impressed with the texture work that's been done. And I feel like every time I see a new build of this game, more and more of these textures are just jumping out at me. It's really fun to see in person.
It is a gorgeous game, and we have some other segments later on in the stream that are going to highlight some especially pretty areas.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah.
And while I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed. Yes.
Thank you.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet that we probably should talk a little bit about is the fact that you're playing with Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached.
Yes.
And that's a really fantastic way to play this game. It, of course, supports Pro Controller and other controller options, but you can do so much with the motion controls, and throwing Cappy feels very intuitive.
Yeah. I'm going to switch to a different section of the game where I show the sand world, which is also playable on the show floor. So give me just a moment here.
No worries. But I do love that as you're experimenting, and I think we'll see folks doing that on the show floor here, so many of your gestures will affect how Cappy moves that while you're holding the Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached, you really want to just try moving your arms in different directions. Like, okay, I'm going to try throwing up, I'm going to throw down, throw out. But I was really impressed by how well that implementation was put into play. Here we are.
Yeah.
Oh, this place is so pretty.
So here we're in the Sand Kingdom, in the town of Tostarena. And they have a problem now because it's all frozen. Everything is cold for reasons, of course, that Mario will eventually solve.
Yeah, actually, if you hang still for a second, we can show his little idle animation when he's cold.
Oh, yeah.
Really cute.
Oh, he's cold.
I love the locals here, too.
Yeah, I think he's distracted by the local dancing around, but I think if he's by himself, then he really shivers.
Oh, poor Mario.
Yeah. So let's see here. One thing I did want to show off is, so as we mentioned, there's two kinds of coins in this game. And for I believe the first time in the mainline Mario series, you can actually buy things with your coins. And I wanted to ask the developers how that came up, that currency should be worth currency.
なんでコインで買い物できるようにしたいと思ったんでしょうか。
はい、今回はコインを本当にお金として扱おうと思いました。
So we wanted, coins to be used as coins in this game. Actually, use them as money.
外国に行った時にその国のお金ってすごいなんか印象に残ってないですか？
And I think you'll agree. If you go to a foreign land, one of the things that makes the biggest impression on you is the currency.
これ使えるのとか思ったりしないですか？
You kind of look at it and you think, wait, is this real? Can I use this?
今回はマリオもいろんな国を旅しますので、その国その国のコインというものを用意しています。
And since Mario is going around to all these different kingdoms in this game, we wanted to make sure that there was a currency for each one.
要素はコレクトするコインの要素になっていますので、集めたものでコスチュームを変えたり、お土産を買うことができます。
And they're collectible items, so you can use them to buy different outfits or buy souvenirs.
Speaking of.
Yeah, and it's always fun to buy souvenirs, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of shopping, we are now in Crazy Cap.
So there's two kinds of coins, as we mentioned. The purple ones are unique to the local kingdom. The yellow ones can be used in any shop. I'm going to buy, because the guy at the door said maybe I should. I'm not living up to their dress code. Maybe I should buy some clothes to fit in better. I'm going to buy a local sombrero and poncho. And wait till you see how adorable Mario looks.
Being adorable, I just love the shopkeeper.
Yeah, and their huge stack of hats.
He's so cute.
And you can see some of the souvenirs you can buy there that you can use to decorate the inside of the ship.
Nice.
And now I'm rocking this look. And let's go try that door again. So my capabilities are the same. It's still Cappy, even though he's turned into a different kind of hat now. He can turn into any kind of headwear, apparently. Exotic superpower. And, all right. So I go over and talk to this guy.
Let's see if you meet the expectations now. Ooh, snappy and lively.
Snappy and lively. I think the hat is the one and the poncho is the other. All right. And this is, of course, what the goal I was working toward all this time.
I love all these little moments of surprise where you never really know what's going to happen when you
Why
get
did I
into
want to get
these
in this room?
spaces.
I don't know. I wanted to get in this room so I could play a guitar.
You want to get in because it's locked.
Yeah, exactly. So then we're going to move on to some more traditional 3D Mario gameplay over this direction.
Now that you are terribly well dressed, it's time to go do some exploring.
Yeah. And
And
Bowser's
here's a-
footprints, I must be on the right track.
Look for Bowser's footprint.
So notice that while using the motion controls, I can actually use the little homing function on the hat more easily. It is possible with the button controls only, but it's much more difficult.
All right, the classic Goomba.
Yeah. And let's just do a big one for that. And yeah.
And that's, I guess, something folks are probably noticing here. So you're not capturing those Goomba. It's not every single enemy that's capturable.
That's true.
You've got to find the special ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's having a good eye and just experimenting a lot with your cap.
I think they're a shade bigger, the ones you can capture, but I'm not positive of that. So
Nice.
bullet bills, of course, are useful because you can fly with them. And now I've got to very quickly capture my ride back.
And with bullet bills, they
He almost got hit on that one.
because at some point they're just going to blow up.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little mindful of what you're doing.
Yeah, you
when
only
you've
get
got
so
a
much
bullet
time
bill.
with the explosive guys. All right, and then almost to one of my favorite bits in this level.
Oh yeah, the next bit you're coming up to just
Yeah.
blew my mind the first time I saw it.
So
in a
this
while.
place has these murals that look like they're decorated in this cool old school aesthetic, and I'm just gonna go right on in. And I've still got my costume.
So, Koizumi-san and Murokura-san, I think we definitely need to hear a little bit more
Classic
background
Mario.
about why you added this into the game, because it's so cool, but it's so unexpected as well, I think.
なんでこのような 2D の8ビットマリオのところも入れたいと思ったんでしょうか。
3D の部分は気持ちよく探索できるように比較的おおらかに作っています。
So We wanted to make something that would be, sort of a contrast with the 3D stages that you're able to explore very freely in.
2D の部分はもう少し細かく緊張感のある構成になっています。
The 2D spaces are kind of more confined. They're more precise. It's more like kind of sort of traditional platforming elements.
同じステージの中でもそういった違った遊びっていうのを入れたかったです。
But also within the 2D stages, as you can see, we wanted to have a lot of different variety.
もちろん昔からのゲームが好きな人にも楽しんでもらえるビジュアルになっていると思います。
And of course, with the visuals, we're hoping it's something the people who enjoyed kind of those classic nostalgic games also get a kick out of as well.
So one thing I'd love to show off when we're getting out toward the end of this space is just how much the music changes when we're transitioning back and forth. Because I know we've been chatting, maybe it's hard for some folks to hear what's been going on here, but if we just pop in and out of that warp pipe, it's a pretty impressive transition when the music changes.
But there's no warp pipe up here.
Just start jump off. No.
Yeah.
No,
but you can now see that it's more of a naturalistic instrument. So I'm going to skip ahead and show off the last part of this scenario. Okay, so for that, I will need these. Wrist straps, people. Always wrist straps.
Yes. All set to jump in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning, too, that we're only covering a tiny bit of what is in this kingdom. There's so much more to do and explore.
There's just a ridiculous amount. All right, so here we are. This is much later in the level. I've still got my snappy outfit, though. And watch these bullet bills transition out of the 2D. And then I'm going to use one to break open this wall.
So another thing that's really handy about the bullet bills is a capture target that you'll see here. When you're trying to target for really precision flying, it's got a little bit of a headlamp. Oh, no. No,
I'm doomed.
That's okay. But it's got a little bit of a headlamp, so you can kind of use that to line yourself up.
It's super handy.
That's okay, because you get to see this cute little 2D to 3D transitioning in with the bills.
It's so cool.
All right, you got this.
All right, here we go.
And with bullet bills, you can also give yourself little speed bursts as well. Shaking the Joy-Con will let you go a little bit further. So it's worth experimenting once you get a feel for the timing of how long a bullet bill will last.
It's kind of like driving a car that doesn't have any brake pedal. You can go faster, you can steer, but that's all you can do. And all right, so up here we're about to confront one of the Brutals. And folks may have seen them in our original teaser trailer for this game. They are an evil wedding planning firm, and I'd love to hear more from the developers about how they came to be and what your favorite Brutal is.
ブライダルっていう団体がこのペコンを企画してるグループらしいですけど、なんか一番気に入りのブライダルは誰かいますか？
そうですね。彼らはクッパに雇われてクッパの結婚式を成功させようとしています。
So they've, as you kind of said, they've been employed by Bowser. They're in charge of making sure his wedding goes off without a hitch.
結構仕事をきっちりするタイプですね。
They're very serious about their work.
Respect that.
Their work ethic is admirable.
なので真ん中にいるちょっと背の低い同じような帽子をかぶったようなキャラクターがいるんですけれども、それがリーダーなので僕はそのトッパンというキャラクターがお気に入りです。
And my favorite is Topper, the kind of shorter one who has that green top hat.
Yeah, guy in green.
Yeah, Topper.
How about you, Kozumi-san? Do you have a favorite?
小泉さんもクリーンのカラー。そうですね。ちょうど今出てるのハリエットっていうその可愛いウサギさんの、キャラクターなんですけど、なんか可愛い香りしてるのに結構凶暴なんでそのコントラストがすごい面白いなと思って。
This is really good timing because the character I like the most is the one you're fighting right now, Harriet. She has this great contrast between her cute appearance and like how devilish she is. She's sort of like the tricky little sister of the group here.
Her attacks are really fun to watch as well, especially when she starts flying around.
And it's worth mentioning, you fight each of the Brutals a few times, but their tactics get more and more intense and dangerous.
But I'll be honest, having planned a wedding last year, I would take the help of Evil Wedding Planner.
Yeah, I mean, any evil help is better than no help.
And they're very dedicated to their work.
And they're willing to fight your enemies for you, and that's pretty great.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Oh, kawaisou.
Sorry, Harriet.
Now she'll be back. All right, so that's a grand moon worth 3 power moons.
And there we see Cappy in his natural state as well.
There he is, celebrating with Mario.
Nice.
All right, so that's what we have for gameplay for right now. But we
Yeah,
did
we
have
can't
one
do
more
too much
little feature, I believe.
Yes, we've got some new goodies that have turned up here on stage with us. So these are the amiibo for the game. We've got Princess Peach, Bowser, and Mario in their wedding outfits. And I just need to ask you guys about the development process for these, because the detail of the sculpting is incredible. It must have been a very interesting process getting these to the state they're in here.
このアミーバはすごいなんか細かい作り方になっているようですので、それについてちょっと説明していただけますか。
はい、ヒロインであるピーチ姫をより可愛く魅力的に作っています。
So first of all, we've got our heroine Peach, and we wanted to make sure that she just looked, absolutely stunning.
あとクッパとマリオもそのお相手であることに十分なビジュアルとしてデザインしています。
And then from there, we have Mario and Bowser as well, and we had to make sure that, in terms of visuals, they weren't going to lose out.
They got to keep up.
Yeah, they got to keep up. Yeah.
あとこのポージングっていうのも今回のテーマに合わせて物語性を持たせているのが特徴になっています。
And another characteristic of these is that the posing is very kind of directly linked with the story and what's going to be happening in the game.
Yeah, Mario's got kind of a humble bow thing going, and Bowser's kind of looking like, I own the world.
And I think Bowser looks pretty dapper here, though.
Yeah.
But it is really amazing. I don't know how close we can get the camera here. We got a better look here, but in person, the texture, where some of them have almost like a pearlized kind of texture, and there's a lot of subtlety with the different kinds of fabric. You can really see a lot of nuance for these amiibo. I'm really looking forward to people seeing them in person.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
And I wonder, at this point, is there anything you'd like to share about the functionality of amiibo for our viewers?
そしてアミーボの機能性について何か説明していただけますか。
ですね。アミーボはコスチュームを手に入れることができたり、あとはゲームの中でのお助け機能として活用することができます。
So you'll be able to use the amiibo to get different costumes within the game, and then they'll also have kind of an assist function.
And we do have existing amiibo that are supported as well. I think we'll be talking more about that at a later point. But I think that's all we're allowed to show for right now, unfortunately.
Right now. We'll be showing more of this game later on
Yes,
in the stream, of course.
But Motokura-san and Koizumi-san, thank you again so much for joining us here and sharing some of the insight about the development process of the game.
今日来ていただきありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
All right,
And
then, guys, I'm
folks
gonna take
for
a quick
watching,
break.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be back in a
Some
few
water in
seconds
my
here
body.
with our next segment.
Then
So
I'll be right
please don't go
back to
anywhere.
do some more